All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai by Hashem Kakodash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And Shalom to the brothers and the sisters, Akim and Akwaf, that have been scattered around the four quarters of the globe, but have returned to the obedience of the scriptures, all right, through the obedience, in Yahushai, Hamashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, and we wanted to go into a few things, being that it's a camp night, but the weather did not permit for the camp to meet as usual. So, but the work still has to get done, and it was on our, on the spirit to bring out, Sirach 5 and Matthew the sixth chapter. So we're gonna touch on that a little bit, and I entitled the lesson. Babylon the Great is finished.
Through.
Okay, Babylon the Great is finished. All right, and the inspiration of that lesson is a prophecy. All right, current events. All right, the state of the world, the state of America, the mentality of these people. Okay, the institutions and corporations that govern America and govern the world. Essentially, they've destroyed the world and they've destroyed the people. That's Isaiah the 24th chapter. Right, the earth mourneth and fadeth away.
The haughty people of the world doeth languish.
Right, the haughty people of the earth do languish. Right, so now we're at the point where we're seeing the fruits, if you will, of the fruits of Esau Edom and his rulership. Okay, we're literally seeing death and decay reign supreme here on the planet Earth, which is why it is more it's a word I can use, important than ever, okay, to get ready and already start disconnecting and detaching, okay, emotionally, spiritually, from whatever is left of Babylon the Great, because Babylon the Great is done. All right, the judgment of America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, it's already written, it's already set, and it's immutable. It can't be changed. Okay, so that's the point. We'll start with if you got a precept, you got it.
No. It's all on you. You guys
Okay.
You want the Ecclesiastes 5?
Yeah, that's cool.
This is Ecclesiastes 5:1. It says, set not thy heart upon thy goods.
Right. Set not thy heart upon thy goods. Right. And really, that heart is going into your mind, your la'ab. All right. And pursuant to what Romans, the 8th chapter, the Apostle Paul does a beautiful job of breaking down the carnal mind and the spiritual mind. Okay. Because when it comes to the physical world, when it comes to your current life and it's the setup, all right, the physical, tangible goods that you got, all right, the job that you got, ultimately, all of that is tied to carnality and it's tied to the flesh. All that is about to be done. It's about to be finished. All right, so it's not prudent to be caught up in what you got going on. Okay, that's Second Ezra, the 16th chapter.
Okay.
Well, if we can touch on that too, Lord's willing. You keep going on that.
All right, Con. This is back in Sirach chapter 5, verse 2. Mm-hmm. It says, follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the way of thy heart.
Right. So don't lean on that carnal mind. Okay, don't lean on getting caught up in worldly things.
Huh.
Because the scriptures talk about how we have received the mind of Yahushua Hamashiach. The First Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. All right, and when you read about the walk of Yahushua from out the gate, from the get-go, okay, Yahushua was solely focused on fulfilling his role in prophecy, and he was solely focused on doing what he had to do to return to that former glory, okay, to complete the mission. And in like manner, okay, we are following after that same stead. But in order to do that, you gotta walk in the spirit. You can't be worried about what the fuck is going on, in the world, man.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. So like going back to that Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 3. Did I read 3?
What does it say?
20. It says, and I'll just read it. It says, and say, who shall control me for my work? But yeah, Bible shot. Let me read 2 again, then go into 3. It says, follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the way of thy heart.
Yep. And if I can add one more point to that, that's why the scriptures say, offer thy body up as a living sacrifice. All right. On this side, it's not about doing what you want to do. It's not even about doing what you could potentially do. And when I say that, I mean, we already know brothers all throughout the camp, brothers, from the elders and apostles on down, brothers are extremely talented. They're extremely gifted. I mean, we're talking about the cream of the crop spirits on the planet Earth now. All right. But because of this current rulership, this current setup, those spirits have been subjected to being in slavery and servitude, the same way Yahushua was subject to being in the Roman Empire.
And Yahushua, may I add, we all were in the Roman Empire. We all were in Egypt. We all could go our own way. All right, but Yahweh Shai has called us into this marvelous light.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Through the Spirit.
Yep.
All right. Just like it says, loosely paraphrasing, it is the spirit of a man.
Yep.
All right. It's the spirit that Yahweh Shai wants.
Yep.
So all this carnality that's going throughout Israel, all right. Oh, I'm gonna get it on my own.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it on myself. Nah, man. That's not how Yahweh Shai wants you to move.
Right.
Okay. And everything is done decently in order as well. All right.
Yep.
So
I got a quick one I want to put out there real quick.
Shot, you got it.
This is Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. It says, trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Just building on the point, because exactly like the brother said, man, we've already tried that.
We already done
This isn't our first time here on the planet Earth. We've already experienced, doing particular things on the earth, right? But as King Solomon beautifully said, all is vanity,
vexation of spirit,
and vexation of spirit.
So
ultimately, no, Baba Shah, if you had a point.
No. I just wanted to say that because all is vanity and vexation of spirit, because it shows you that we don't have it.
Yep.
All right, it shows you that everything that we do, without Yahweh Shemi Shai, it goes to naught. Yep. All right, Baba Shah.
Yep, and without the new bodies, without really without things going according to the timeline of the Most High, right? It's really again, it's all vanity, okay? And really, we aren't going to be able to truly reach our fullest potential here on the planet Earth until we're changed by Yahweh Shai. Until we're changed, all right, and He reveals to us our true purpose. Because really, on this side, we know our purpose is to teach and to prophesy. Okay, but as far as the actual management of the planet Earth, right, Lord's willing, we're a part of the elect. Those spirits are created to do particular things here on the planet Earth, and that's part of that. That's part of the when the scriptures talk about what the book of Revelation, that word revelation, right, goes into to unveil, right, to remove the veil. Okay, so again, when the elect are changed, when they come back down from the chariots, then they're truly going to be back in that former glory, and they're going to be able to actually play out what it is that they're created to do in its fullness. That's why when Yahweh Shai was resurrected, it says in Matthew the 28th chapter, okay, all power in heaven and earth was given unto him. That was always his lot, but he had to go through what he went through to actually step into that in its fullness,
just like we need to. All right, that's why being in this truth, which Yahweh Shemi Shai, He chose us, That's another thing. We didn't choose him. All right. He chose us to come into this beautiful light. All right, to properly understand who he is, as it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 17. Okay, and with that, uh, uh, being done, it shows how by Shemel Shai will increase us and change us into our proper lot, like the brother was talking about. Mm-hmm. Okay, because that's what we're all hoping for. Yeah. We don't want to be in Babylon the Great for another 20 years, telling you bonehead ass niggas, Salaki for my speech, but because it says that y'all will revolt more and more, all right, continuously. So how about Shimei Shai has an end for this as well. Right.
That's it. You have something?
I was going to pull that Wisdom of Solomon 5.
Bible Shai, you got it, bro.
Going into Bible Shai, coming to change the elect. Mm-hmm. I'll start at 15. And this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, "But the righteous liveth forevermore. The reward also is with Yahweh by Shemel Shai, and the care of them is with Yahweh by Shemel Shai." All right. Mm-hmm. So the care, the joy is with Yahweh by Shemel Shai. Especially to be redeemed and delivered from all said perils, that are here upon the face of the earth, including Esau Edom. Continuing on, verse 16, it says, "Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from Yahweh by Shemel Shai's hand," going into Yahweh Shai, being the right hand, all right, having all power. But it says, "Then shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from Yahweh by Shemel Shai's hand, for with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them." All right. So though we go through the hell and the dogma over here on this side, all right, we're still seeking the kingdom to come from Yahweh by Shemel Shai. Mm-hmm. All right, and I'll jump back to the Ecclesiastes chapter 5.
Matter of fact, you can hold. We're good on that. Could you grab Matthew 6?
Shai.
And lay not treasure for yourself on earth.
Yeah.
I think it's at 19. Even say something close to there.
6 and 19?
Yes.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt."
Right, and those treasures, right? Those treasures really represent anything that you value, anything that you hold dear, right? Because when you think about treasure, you know what I mean. Like a pirate, for example. Pirate's whole life is dedicated to finding, various, valuable objects and ornaments and, jewelry, right? Precious stones and things of that nature. His whole MO, his whole livelihood is dedicated to locating that treasure, man. That's what he cares about. Okay, so the scriptures are telling us not to worry about the affairs of this life. That's 2 Timothy chapter 2. Don't get too entangled in worldly affairs, man. Because ultimately, again, all this is going to be destroyed. None of this shit really has any value. None of it has any value. What has value though, is what Yahweh Shemel Shai is doing, to mold our character, to mold our spirits. All right, the lessons and the jewels that he's teaching us. Through the hell, through the fire. Because there's a saying in the world, pain is the best teacher. Pain is the best teacher, man. A kid will not learn how to not touch a stove until he gets burnt, man. And that's the process that we're going through right now, you know, and it doesn't feel good.
Not at all.
But at the end of the day, the end goal is what the brother just read in Wisdom of Solomon 5, a glorious kingdom. Okay? You got it.
You know, and what the brother's going into, you know, yeah, we have to go through that hell. We have to go through that hell to know how great the kingdom's going to be. Okay, and I believe there's a precept that goes into that. You know, but I don't have it on my lab right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you said you wanted the Matthew 6:19 again.
Yeah.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 6 verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Right, and that's another important part too, because whatever you get on this side, the money, the cars, the hoes, whatever it is that you get, it's all temporary. And Esau Edom, the system that he set up is a system of thievery, okay, robbery, right? What's that other word? I forget that word. Exploitation.
Yeah.
Right, you're being exploited 24/7. You're being stolen from,
especially if you're working.
Right. Shit. So again, on top of that, we got what? We got the deflation of the dollar. We got central bank digital currencies around the corner, right? Which is essentially a guaranteed L,
a guaranteed L
for the entire planet Earth, bro. Right? It's Esau Edom's bootleg kingdom of heaven. So Esau Edom is trying to permanently enslave the entire planet Earth, and he's doing it through the money. That's what Revelations 13 and 16 is talking about.
Yeah.
You know, the monetary system.
Yeah.
No man may buy or sell. If he controls the money, he controls the planet Earth.
I mean, did not one of the Rothschilds say that? I don't care about the food or what you drink. Just give me control of the money. Loosely paraphrasing.
Yep, exactly.
You know, because whenever they have control of that money and they make it to something where you desire, all right, that's why it says love not money. You know, you can't be infatuated with something that has no worth.
Right.
All right, especially here in Babylon the Great, the money here ain't got no worth. All right, your $1 is actually worth 3 cents. Hey, so you know it shows to you, or it's something that you need to see, that none of this is even worth, you know, trying to purchase, acquire, you know, everything, women, everything. Yep. You know.
Yep. Is there any more on that?
I think there's another verse in 20. It says, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven." It says, "Where neither moth or rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal."
Yep, like the Apostle Ramlab says all the time, we're depositing into our spiritual bank accounts. All right, the bank account that we have with Yahweh Shemiah Shai cannot be tampered with, cannot be touched, okay, by any force or entity of this world. Right? We don't have to worry about going in our spiritual bank account, all right, and you know, a damn scammer then wire transferred half of our savings, you know, to fucking Florida, right? And we over here scrambling on the phone trying to figure out where our money went. No, everything that we're doing, the lessons, all right, the charity, the offering our body as a living sacrifice, all those things are being accounted for and are being written down by the Allahayim, by the angels. And Yahweh Shai is actively preparing that place for us. You know? You got it.
It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Right. So if you really believe that, right, if you really believe that that's true, okay, and everything that you're doing, you're going to be rewarded for, that's going to be what's driving you.
That's your prerogative.
That's your prerogative. The scriptures talk about faith and works. Okay? So it's a certain amount of belief that's going to lead to you actually actively chasing the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, verse 5. I know I bring it out a lot, but it says, "Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned." It says, "But he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life." All right. So if you are resisting the pleasure, and this goes into Ecclesiastes chapter 27, if you're resisting the pleasures of this world, you're going to crown yourself with life. And that's hoping and seeking and praying for Yahweh Shem Shai to deliver you from all said perils. You know, but that's it.
Anything else, brother?
That's it.
Con. So, Lord's willing, this lesson was edifying. Just want to do a quick one through the Spirit. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. And then Shalom, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and Shalom to the next lesson.